What's up, everybody? It's a bright weekend here as I found myself in a place where my hope for Star Wars for something other than The Mandalorian has returned, brought back by none other than Dave Filoni himself. So today, we're going to go over my favorite moments from the Ahsoka trailer. We're going to start off with the first official look at the remainder of the Ghost Crew, with the exception of the late Kanan Jarrus and his son, Jason Syndulla, making their live-action debuts. We of course just got Zeb in The Mandalorian, and now we've got them all. This trailer featured multiple shots of Natasha Leo Bordizzo as Sabine Wren. Then we got our first look at Mary Elizabeth Winstead as HEIR Syndulla piloting the Phantom, I believe, which is of course the smaller ship within the Ghost. But she wouldn't be doing that without her trusted companion Chopper, who it's not his live-action debut. However, it's his first time he'll appear in live-action with the Ghost Crew, so it's exciting nonetheless. Finally, we get just a sneak peek at Amon Esfandi as Ezra Bridger. It's only in a hologram, but that's good enough for me as I didn't even expect to see him in the teaser trailer. Next, let's get into the dark side users we see in the series, as we see not one, not two, but three laser sword wielding maniacs, as Honda would say, and two of these I believe I've talked about in short news videos. However, this third one came as a bit of a shock. The first, who narrates part of the trailer, is Balon. He's being portrayed by the great Ray Stevenson, who is no stranger to this universe, as he voiced Gar Saxon in the Clone Wars and Rebels. His character is a survivor of Order 66, turned to the dark side, much like Taron Malicos in Jedi Fallen Order. However, this fallen Jedi found himself aligned with Grand Admiral Thrawn. In the series, though, Balon will serve as a bodyguard, for lack of a better term, to Morgan Elsbeth, who is also featured in the trailer. And one cool thing with Balon, other than the look and the actor, is he wields a hefty blade that we see in action, and I'm very excited to see extended sequences with that. Then there's his apprentice Shin. Same backstory to her. She survived the Purge, got in league with Thrawn, sticking with her master, and now serves Elsbeth through the grapevine. She will be portrayed by Ivana Sakno, who I can't say I'm familiar with, but if you know any of her work, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. However, her footage in this trailer looks amazing. Unlike her master, she wields a more athletic saber, which was referred to by Jason Ward at Making Star Wars as being like Needle, Arya Stark's sword in Game of Thrones. So if you have any doubt in his sources, maybe reconsider that doubt. Now the third one's the interesting one. It seems there will be an Inquisitor in the series, and a lot of people think it'll be the eighth brother, but I gotta be honest, my mind immediately goes to Barriss Offee. I theorize she would be the one to save Grogu from the temple because her story is untold after her arrest, but wouldn't it just be wonderful if we saw the return of Ahsoka's long-lost friend as a fallen Jedi hunter in her own series? It just makes perfect sense to me and feels like something Dave Filoni would do. Nonetheless, it was really cool to see this Inquisitor fighting Ahsoka, and it makes me wonder, what different time periods will we go to in this series? Then of course we have to talk about the man I've mentioned multiple times, Grand Admiral Thrawn. We only see the back of his head, but let me tell ya, when Lars Mikkelsen says he isn't back as Thrawn, he's fucking lying to us. He's back and will most likely appear in Dave Filoni's movie that was announced yesterday as well. So in that trailer, when we get the Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire line, this is of course Dave Filoni, who is on the record as an EU fan, teasing that he's going to give us a rough adaptation of the story. This is truly amazing news for us fans, and this trailer evoked more emotion from me than the Kenobi ones did. Something I never thought to be possible, so hopefully this show doesn't go the way that one went. Honestly, I'm not even going to worry about that right now because I have extreme trust in Dave Filoni, pretty much more trust than I do in Kevin Feige these days, because Dave is the true heir to George Lucas. Finally, let's go over three notable characters that appeared in this trailer that fans should recognize. First off, we see the return of Diana Lee Inosanto as Morgan Elsbeth. Like I said earlier, she's parading around the galaxy with Balon and Shin on the search for the Grand Admiral. You might remember too, I just talked about this last week, bringing you another Jason Ward from Making Star Wars scoop that's nailed before it's made official. There's a reason I bring you guys his news specifically. Next, we see the return of Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. This makes sense as the Ghost Crew got involved in the rebellion during Rebels, and we just saw Zeb working with the New Republic, which she is Chancellor of, so we know there's some interaction between those two parties. This is also a Making Star Wars scoop, by the way. Then, last but certainly not least, is the droid from the Clone Wars, Hu Yang. He of course worked with the younglings constructing their lightsabers in the animated series, so one must think, will we see someone getting their saber in the show? Maybe Grogu, or even Jason Syndulla. I can't tell you guys how excited I am for the show to come, and especially to get ready for it with all of you. It feels like something George Lucas bred with his own pen and camera, but of course, that's just from the trailer. What I want to know is what you thought about the teaser trailer for the Ahsoka series. Let me know down in the comments below, and subscribe to stay up to date with all the nerdy news, theories, and celebration coverage over the weekend, and make sure you have a great day.